What's going on, people? So this video should sound better than the previous three because since I was moving some boxes around, I figured let me go and plug this camera in, or plug in this microphone that I forgot to plug in when I sat down and started this stuff. So if you hear a difference in quality and you're wondering why, that's the why. So this is basically just me opening a few things that arrived at some point in the last couple days or whatever. My last little random unboxing of the month, and then I will do another one in a few weeks once enough stuff is built up, right? So, it's the 1st of July now. Oh, I need to change that calendar around. It's the 1st of July now, so I need to kind of go ahead and get the June stuff out of the way, so that way I can make room for the July's things. So, this right here, this is an Uno card game set, right? Museum of Graffiti. I don't know what that is, honestly, but I saw this pop up on Mattel Creations, the same site where I get some of my Ultimate Edition figures and stuff like that. So I saw it on there and I was like, oh, well, that could be kind of cool. Let me go ahead and get that because I like Uno, right? And it's like a different sort of set. So there's the back side and whatnot. It's a very nice box, actually. It's got like a sort of a nice printed feel to it, almost canvasy. So yeah, I do really like this. But really, there's nothing to say about it. It's Uno, and it just has a different look. How does it look exactly? I have no idea. I saw the cover, and I was like, oh, it's different than the standard. Let's do it, right? Sometimes that's all it takes for me. I'm an easy guy to please. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and move on. This is a CD, right? I still buy a lot of CDs. I don't listen to a lot of CDs, right? But I do eventually rip them into MP3s. But one of the cool things about Amazon, where I got this Butch Walker as Glenn album, one of the cool things about them is that if you buy stuff from there, they will often give you the MP3s too. So that way you get the digital so you can listen to it right now while you wait on this to arrive, right? So that's cool. But I will say Butch Walker is definitely one of the guys that I listen to a lot, right? I can't sit here and go on and on about his history or whatever. I don't know it. But I just know that every album that I've heard of his, of the, 6 or so maybe that I've heard, they've all been pretty solid. So he gets a double thumbs up from me. I haven't heard this album yet, but I bought it because the other ones have been good, So how could this one not be good? It's supposed to be like a concept sort of thing where he's kind of telling a story through the eyes of some guy that does open mics or karaoke or something like that. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. Silverstein did a concept album a while ago. Was it I can't even remember the name of the album, but it was really good though. So if you like Silverstein, you should check that one out. Or if you like post-hardcore, I should say, you should check that out. So this also comes from Mattel Creations. Where's the front? Right there is the front, so you can kind of loosely see there's Cody Rhodes on there. On the side, there's his picture. But if you're not quite sure, over here, that's where you're seeing some words and stuff, right? So there's that. It's kind of weird how they did this. They couldn't just get this all printed all sized down and stuff to scale it onto here. Seems weird to me, and I don't really like it. I also don't like that this thing is kind of bent down in here, right? But what's it really matter? So, since this is mine, I don't buy this stuff to sell this stuff. Let's go ahead and open this thing up, see what's going on in here, huh? Because I'm curious. Maybe some of you guys out there are curious as well. So, open in here. I was actually at San Diego Comic-Con last year where they originally opened this. He was there, The Undertaker was there, I think Zelina Vega was there, and somebody else. I can't remember who else was there. A little panel thing, so it was cool, I don't remember the reason, but I remember Undertaker said he could call him Uncle Taker for some odd reason, which was very funny in the moment, but it's not funny now because I'm like, why did that happen? Either way, so this right here, that's what the box is looking like. It's kind of got a nice weird shape to it. I don't know if you're some geometry guy, maybe you know what shape this is. Definitely leave that in the comments. And that's different. It's got a little pull down style thing here, right? So, and there he is. So what else had that style? The John Cena NWO figure had the same sort of thing where you pull the flap down, right? It's either him or the Ultimate Warrior, one of those ringside collectibles things. So in there is Cody Rhodes, right? So that's what he's looking like. He's got his big Homelander gear on and all that stuff. And strangely, once you pull this thing down, he's just right there. He's not like protected by any plastic or anything, so that's pretty alright. It does say down here there's additional accessories inside. And then you got this little walkway ramp sort of thing action going on. This is actually a pretty cool package though. It just sucks that it doesn't really fit in with the rest of my Ultimate packaging. And I don't know if I showed or not, but the back, that's what the back is looking like. So there you go. If you were curious about what's on the opposite side, now you don't have to be. And if you are curious about what's on the very top, which is an odd thing to be curious about, you are not you don't have to be, geez, I was about to say confused. You don't have to be curious anymore. It's right there on the top, right? So there's that. I guess we are done with this, right? So I'm just gonna sit this guy here, move on to whatever's in this box, which actually I do know what's in this box. So let's go ahead and open it. You want me to spoil it for you? It's a Seth Rollins figure. If you didn't want me to spoil it for you, I guess I probably should have told you to like cover your ears, but it's too late. What's done is done. This right here, you got a top pick Seth Rollins, right? So I am, you know, as I look at this, like I was certain when I made this order that I didn't have it, but now I'm wondering, like, do I? I'm still pretty sure I don't, but I buy a lot of Seth Rollins figures, so questions. Either way, so there we go. There's the top pick Seth Rollins and all that good stuff. Looking around at the back, that's what the back is looking like. So there you go, there's that. For the most part, this isn't really a whole lot different than one of the other figures of his that came out not too long ago, because that's kind of generally how these top picks work, right? They just kind of bring something back and maybe adjust the coloring just a little bit or something. So I'm not going to complain or whatever. I'm just saying, like, if you really want a Seth Rollins figure and you see this one, like, you could get this one, or you could get any other one. Like, a lot of them are very much the same, right? So don't think like you need this to complete a set or whatever. It's unless you're just a completionist. But yeah, it's a pretty nice figure though. I do like it. It's got the little coat thing going on. You know, the maroon and black is a nice touch. So all in all, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of these out that I can see right now, but this one's holding pretty high for me. I mean, when eventually I'll get that Ultimate one, and that one will probably be the favorite for a while because, I mean, not just because it's an Ultimate, but because it looks really nice. Either way, that's going to be it for me. One thing I'll add on before I go, this here Cody Rhodes thing, yeah, look at that. It's like a little WrestleMania 22 sort of thing going on here. 2022, not like WrestleMania number 22, because they fought each other, remember that? But either way, the one thing I was going to say was about these things right here. I made this pre-order in July of last year, and it is now July 1st of this year. So sometimes these things take a while to come through, right? So we'll see when I get this Logan Paul figure. From me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I am done recording things, but now I just have to take a bunch of pictures and do a bunch of editing. So, you know, well, the work's never really done over here. I'll just say that. Later, people.